How'd that make you feel? Anyway. Let's play Ace Attorney. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. I actually saved a save state for this the last time we played. It's called Fuck This Case.dst. So... you can see how I was feeling about it. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to load state from my desktop. Ignore the crying Maya we just saw for 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. I know now that why I got stuck last time... I need to turn down my personal volume because that's too loud for me. Yeah, that I have all of the stuff that I needed to break Max's psych locks. I just didn't think I did, and then I got stuck. And I was like, there must be something I'm missing. But no, you can't get the puppet until after you break his psych locks, so... we're gonna go do that. Take that! I didn't realize that last time. So let's do that! Alright, best streamer ever, I'm heading out. Is that a sarcasm? Are you telling me a sarcasm right now? Have a good night, though. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary from my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? Is this guy fucking topless? Dude, Lavlon, you were here at the last stream. Yeah. I remember. What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night yet? Jeebus. What's the matter? Sweetie, you must have had some... oh shit. I thought that was right. Fuck! It's the papers, I think? Ah, damn it. I think I just presented in the wrong order. Remember when I said Von Karma was 16? I misremembered. It's Regina who's 16. Yeah, and it's like actually twice as weird because everyone's like, I want to marry Regina. And I'm like, don't do that. Take that. There we go. Well, sorry about that. But it's fine. My HP bar will get filled back up when we break this cyclock. That's... it was on the table in the ringmaster's room. Is the volume okay, by the way? Is it too quiet? You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. Is it just me, or does he look like a masculine version of Gem and the Holograms? Like, really, really, really looks like a masculine version of Gem and the Holograms. Max was reminding me of something this entire time, and I just figured it out. Is he wearing pants? Just be yourself and have fun. The ringmaster called me into his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie. That's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max? Perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you to his room last night? Take that! Because you fucking assaulted someone? Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max? What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle too? You used it to Ben. Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? Look at him. And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! Got him. Satisfying compilation. So why the fuck? The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. Yeah, but, you know... He's always so sweaty. He gives me this, like, real creeper vibe. We fought about my sweetie pie. Oh, fucking hell. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep, holy shit, told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. Boy, I thought there was only one clown in this circus, but it seems like this circus is fucking full of clowns. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's! I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. How y'all motherfuckers look wanting to marry Lena. Technically legal in Japan. First of all, no. Second of all, it's marriage with someone who is over 18 and someone who is under 18 is still legal with parental consent, which is why he would have to ask her dad. Is it still gross? Yeah. Is it still a thing that is legal? Yeah. But we're not having a legality debate today. It's still weird and you still shouldn't do it. Because how old is Max again? 21. Yeah, that's... no. But facts are facts. It's weird, end of story, yeah. Like, I'm not here to have a legality debate because it's pointless in the end. It's still just shit you shouldn't do. It's in the moral gray area. What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Unless Ben and Trilo are together, Trilo can't say a word. Trilo? The puppet. The ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Triloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know. That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. Oh, I get it. It's like wood. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max. You know, I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. I swear to God, there was this Twitter, I think, that was called, like, Ace Attorney Out of Context, and it's like every other screen cap from this case could be used for that. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Cool. Sick, dude. Hey, Gumshoe, still not looking me in the eye? That's cool. Oh, I don't want to go to Mo's room. Shit. No, 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 no! I hate making my way around this circus. I swear to God. I was gonna say, like, this is all you motherfucks look trying to marry Regina, but isn't Mo, like, the only one that doesn't want to marry Regina? Which is funny because he's the clown. Damn, son.
What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress.
Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress.
But everyone loved the ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved.
Of course.
And now Regina isn't here.
I'm not seeing how that's related. Because she made a friend. Mo already also has a wife, albeit divorced. Well, he could marry again. Who in the chat wants to marry Mo? Raise your hands up. I'm gonna wait for it to be no one.
It looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing.
Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer?
I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters.
You mean stole one of those posters?
Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us.
Also, isn't this the room of a dead guy? His shit's just gonna get passed off to random people or, like, sold in an estate sale. Like, oh, I guess it would all go to Regina. And Regina would probably give it to Maya. Because they're friends.
He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room.
Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet we talked about 5 seconds ago! Oh! Yeah, I need to examine the... Good piece of paper. Okay, it won't let me.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies!
There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is...
That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet!
I think you're right. We'll give it back to him. Later. That puppet looks fucking terrifying.
Why do I have to carry this thing?
I think the paper in the pocket is for the final day, but it's really stupid that it's like, until then, it's like, oh, we shouldn't go removing stuff from a pocket from a, you know, investigation for a crime. Nah, that's a bad idea. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I went the wrong way again, bitch, motherfucker, oh son of a fucking bitch, I went the wrong way again. Son of a bitch, I hate this fucking case, cause I have to backtrack to go everywhere, and this case is fucking shitty, and it's so fucking boring, I'm falling asleep.
Oh, hey Ben!
I don't remember what kind of voice I gave to Ben last time, actually. Not that I really care, you just... There's so many jokes I want to make about, like... He looks gross, everyone.
Hello to you, too! Isn't it awfully cold today? Don't you agree? I didn't read that right.
Yeah, I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick?
I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case.
Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go.
Triloquist, return to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going.
It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown.
Hey, wait! Who said that?
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench! What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to probably greet someone?
Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No, 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 no!
I would... Oh, I'm sorry. I would never.
It was me! Yeah, me! Down here!
You're... Trilo?
That's Mr. Quist to you, sir! Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name! Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect!
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No! Look at me when I'm talking to you, 8-bit excuse for an attorney!
No, 8-bit. Trilo, we talked about insulting people. You promised! What the fuck? The animation of Trilo is kind of cute because you can see his mouth moving a bit when he talks. It is cute, but also... People hate Mo, but he's a million times more tolerable than Trilo. Absolutely.
But he was mocking me! Being mean to bullies not included in the deal!
I'm sorry, Trilo.
Nick, what just happened? Trilo is still a puppet, right? Eventually.
Hey, what do you think you are? Call me a puppet?
God. Tell us what you know about the murder.
You talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Triloquist, you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they off the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now?
These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick?
Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head.
Cool. I still don't hate any character more than Salmonella, because how can you be worse than that? So fucking true. I'm sorry, I got a text message.
Let me lay it all down for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner, you mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off from me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here.
Oh, my.
But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as circus performers, I found my Madonna.
Your
Madonna?
Regina. My lovely Regina. She is stunning. Right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true purity. Hence why I shall marry her.
Mary?
Ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying frog.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up. I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened.
You were there?
If you're interested, I'll let you in on the facts.
Marriage.
You're going to marry Regina?
That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
But she did seem a bit worried about things. Well,
I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched.
I know you think that, but what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song.
You gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me, 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 me.
I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to...
The rest is private.
Oh my fucking god. Ew. Oh. I hate this.
Well, the melody is pretty good.
But those lyrics, I think they need a little work. I hate this case, why can't you skip it exactly? 1. I said that I would stream all of the original trilogy of Ace Attorney. Unfortunately, that includes Turnabout Big Top. 2. Because in order for me to even unlock the last case in this, I have to play it. There's no way around it. To unlock the cases, you have to play them. So I have to finish this to get the 4th case, which is the best case in this game. So, yeah.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilo?
Nip jibba jabba, let's get to court already.
Hey, wait a second.
Nick,
What's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. At least this case isn't too long. It's already too long. I feel like I need a cup of coffee and an ibuprofen and a nap and a back rub and for someone to, like, massage my scalp and tell me everything is okay and that clowns aren't real. You could get a save file. That was me drinking water, I'm sorry. You could get a save file, but since you're already, like, midway through, you might as well finish it. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man. I'm also cracking my shoulder. That took a lot out of me. Alright, well, that was that.
What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo?
Quite a pair, those two. What are the... Monkey. Monkey. Monkey.
Okay, so basically, he's Monkey.
Monkey.
What is it, Nick?
That monkey. Ah, my badge! That monkey stole it!
What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina!
You! That monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
But my attorney's badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? I like how he's not worried about the fact that he has to go to court tomorrow and, like, have his badge on. He's just like, if I don't have my badge, how can I show it to people?
By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey.
His name is Monkey...
Money?
Money the monkey. Why does she got, like, a magical girl staff? That's how she commands the animals, I guess. Monkey. The monkey is called Money?
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Huh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. Yeah, me too.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know.
Huh? You don't know?
Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with.
What?
He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need training.
I tried to say training, and then I started to say taming, and then I said training.
Oh, I see.
Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown.
Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo?
What do you mean, hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me.
Trillo told you he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him.
But what about Ben?
What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. I don't have anything to say about anything she just said. How old is Ben? 31. Fucking oof. Yikes. Oh man, after we're done with this trial, can we just like, you know, ship Regina off to boarding school? Get her away from here.
Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you?
But Mika, it's Trillo that wants to marry her. It's fine. Yeah, someone just said, but how old is Trillo?
Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while.
Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage.
Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly.
So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya?
Huh? What?
Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo?
Wait, you do realize that Trilo is a puppet.
Huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh boy. Moving along. Oh, Gumshoe's gone.
Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already.
Yep, just leave him alone for a while, okay, Maya? I'm sure he just got lonely and headed back to the precinct. He wouldn't even look at us. Look at me, Gumshoe. Why don't you look at me during? I don't remember what kind of voice I did for Mo, actually. Didn't I do like my nose? With my nose?
Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time. It's alright to be wrong every now and then, right?
See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
Phoenix is really mean to Maya in this case for some reason. Doesn't like clowns.
So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you want to tell me? Pull up a chair, maybe just pull my finger and let me have it!
We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you?
I hate this. Regina. So, about Regina.
Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know? But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is their everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world?
Every day she sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown. The funny thing is that all that seems normal to her because it's her everyday life.
I guess it explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Mika's icy hot now? Do you mean I should put icy hot on my shoulder? Because you're right. I'm gonna do that right now. If I didn't hate Mo before with this voice, I do now. Yeah, I don't like him either. When I'm doing his voice, I'm just imagining Tristan Taylor. It helps me get through it. Soothe the pain. Soothe the pain. Wait, if I like put my hands up, can you hear? Lotion sounds. Was that gross? I'm sorry. Oh, God. Okay, now my shoulder will feel good. Lotion sounds.
Don't ask me if reality is a good or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications.
Monkey. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money.
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Huh? Why's that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly, bravo, bravo! Enough joking around now. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Of course, shall we go?
Should we go with him now or wait a while? Let's go. Ow! Ow!
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs.
Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today.
That's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later.
Money has been added to the court record, but not like real money. Like monkey.
Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch.
How exciting. Look at this. It's a trophy. And it's really heavy. God. Phoenix and Maya sharing the brain cell as usual.
Nick, I found it! Your badge! It's right here!
Thanks. You really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah, check this out.
It's a ring.
There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Oh, God. There's a lot I have to say about that, but I just won't. From tits to ass. Is this what they call a blood diamond? Haha. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation.
Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in the court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side.
That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Ass and titties. Ass and titties. Ass and titties. Ass and titties. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk. He needs some milk.
What?
I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage. I just can't function, sweetie. If I don't shit myself on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Because he's about to lose. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around in the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. See, Maya of course has that perspective because he saved her in court twice. Touches my heart. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you just try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Happy New Year. Courtroom number 2? I wonder what's going on in courtroom number 1. Hello? Whoa! I didn't press any buttons, I just skipped through all that dialogue. That all just happened.
Your Honor, get on with it!
Oh, sorry, yeah, I just realized the defendant's name was Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone in here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is our advantage? Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. Yeah, you think? You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge.
Her dad is gone, you know.
The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry up and wrap up this waste of time. What language is Zilch from? Is it Zilch or is it Zilk? It's Zilch, isn't it? Isn't it Russian? I'm not sure about that one. First, Maya wants to exit the lion on Phoenix's back. Now Phoenix wants to fly into the courtroom. They're just two sides of the same coin, you know? You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here now! Yeah, it's Zilch? Oh, cool, I was right the first time. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza and from the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Cool. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. Finally get that autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Woo! Cross-examination. I'm just gonna press all these statements. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the... Mika, this isn't Pokemon. I have the autopsy report. Seems like the kind of random ass shit someone would say to you before a Pokemon fight. Quick Mika, hum Azumangadayo? Was that good? The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
Huh? What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record. Cool. It was falling until 9:40 p.m. So there should have been footprints. Should I present this? Is this a contradiction? It's not a contradiction. Damn it all! Ah! I thought that was a contradiction. Contradiction? More like contradiction. Get it? Because it's Gumshoe. His name's Dick. Do you get it? It's a real knee slapper. Mr. Dick Gumshoe. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? All of your brain cells. Bitch, you ain't just a clown, you the whole circus. You get to see young Francesca in a later game. I know! It's investigations! And she's very cute! Oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't see Lobmo's comic. Thinking about a 13-year-old walking to court with a whip, screaming at everyone, telling everyone that they're a fool is fucking hilarious to think about. Boy, howdy. Dick Gumshoe, he's hella dick. Honey, I know his dick is big. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Oh, so that's what that wristwatch was. That was Gumshoe's wristwatch. That's great. I love that. Finally something good out of this case. Guys, remember when I said I didn't think I liked Gumshoe, and now he's like the best, and now I'm just like, hey, now the only thing that's good about Turnabout Big Top is that Gumshoe's here. Oh man. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Gumshoe's probably like my third favorite character now. Oh well. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Who's your second? Madden Guard. Actually, Max was asking Regina's hand in marriage. First favorite's Maya, second favorite is Matt, third is Gumshoe. Oh god, Matt. I know, right? Oh, I'm so fucking excited for the next case. My dick is so hard! Okay, focus on Turnabout Big Top, Mika. You can do it. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow. This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Yeah, I know, right? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to press all the statements here. Too bad there's a whole lot of statements. A wooden box! That's right! I'm trying to reserve what I want to say about Matt because of being people who haven't seen the game. Yep, I would prefer you don't. Who is Matt? He's a character in the next case, and we're just gonna leave it at that. Just get real hype, because he's my second favorite character in the series, so... It's gonna be so much fun! Oh, I'm so excited! My heart is like pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. I really, really love the next case. But, gotta wait. Gotta play Turnabout Big Top. You know, it's just like, you know, you gotta make them wait to enhance your pleasure. Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Cool. Oh, so I had to get that evidence first? This made me... About the contents? Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder why someone else was baby.
Sorry, I hate meaningless drabble.
The cause of death was blunt force trauma from the snap the vertebrae in his neck.
Hey, if Maya committed a crime... Listen to me for a second. How tall is Maya? She's like 5'2". If Maya went on a killing spree, would the headline say small, medium, at large? I've heard that one before, fuck you. Damn it. It's great, thank you. I know, I'm so funny. I'm so funny. My streams are so good. My dick is so big. Saw that one coming from a mile away. I know. Oh wait, I meant to press this statement because I didn't last time. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? For fuck's sake. You done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? Police are searching for it as we speak. I hear it's something that the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. Damn it, I want more Gumshoe. Increase Gumshoe.
You mean all we're gonna do... You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
I mean, we also got the box. Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Huh? I'm not even off the stand yet!
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Oh my god. Oh, it's like being stabbed in the heart. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, stop being a bitch.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well?
Yeah, looks like it.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Triloquist. I'm employed as an opera tenor.
Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That row must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. A world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman! Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose! Why do you think you have the sense to fix it?
Damn, son.
It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star!
Is Ben really up there just, like, talking about all his insecurities in front of a crowd? This is really fucking wild.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on in here? Order, order! I demand to know who the witness is! Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting out! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Damn. I would love to see the conversations Francisca has had with him so far. I'm sure they were really good.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once we got back to lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had the silk hat cloak and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can one mistake with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, wouldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? Huh. He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal.
Why is that?
Here's absolute proof.
A hat.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah.
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done! This is stupid.
Thank you all for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. What you witnessed. Once practice was over. Clowns! The clown. You're talking about Mo? Bitch, of course I'm fucking talking about Mo. What the hell? How many other clowns have you seen around here? Oh wait, all of us. All of you are more of a clown than that guy. Clowns. 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 It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't think... Objection! I think you should leave the thinking of the witness. I think I should have a drink of water. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. That's right, Phoenix, you're a very smart boy. Is somebody having a fun lawyer day? I want to adjust Phoenix's tie. Is that a scandalous confession? Snobby three-piece get-up. Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max three-piece get-up. Geez, how can we have dents all together now? Silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
Well. God bless you, dude, for wanting to be stepped on by Francisca. Everyone does. Everyone does. That's right, and that makes him the killer. Is the only person headed that way. I mean, you're not biased or anything, since you both want to fucking marry a 16-year-old, you nasty-ass clowns. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Ben only saw Max? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Don't you think he also should have seen, the victim? Am I insane? I think that's what I'm supposed to be getting at. You're right? Yeah. Sorry, I was just like, that answer is so stupid that it's like, is that true? That's the victim. That's correct. Okay, I was just like, that's such an obvious answer that I was like, am I thinking about it too simply? You know what I mean, you guys? Where sometimes you're like, maybe I'm not like thinking hard enough and I'm just thinking about the easy answer, but it's like, no, you should have seen the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Yeah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? You think so, Maya? Do you think he's got an ulterior motive? I don't think he does. Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Clown! Shit. We already had this dialogue. So I have to find a contradiction now? Should I press this statement? You guys get some water, y'all thrusty? I think you mean thirsty. Thirsty boys. I guess when you're in a circus, surrounded by circus folk, it's easy to get attracted to the one who's like kind of the most not circusy. I think it goes around and say, but after Tempest Trust the statement. Oh, said we were waiting for someone. They were waiting for someone. It's a face right. We can all do without your offhand theories. Objection. But. He said, but. This witness, he's cracking onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Jima. Take that! Well, if he was waiting for outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina! Ah! Oh shit, he broke the puppet. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw! Don't you forget it!
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Huh? All right. There's obviously a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the— Ow! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for that animal tamer. I guess you got me.
Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time.
It's true.
I was waiting for Regina.
Pain! I love how Ben just yelled the word pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was. I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose? Oh, God, Jesus.
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. About the proposal. Bruh.
Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had that in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You were going to propose. You with a puppet?
Don't be so obtuse! Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love!
I guess you're right. Because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to— Oh, God. Hell, fuck, stop! That's the fucking police coming. Stop trying to propose to the 16-year-old animal tamer girl. It's fucking weird.
Exactly!
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your examination. Aw, did you hear that? His sigh seemed a little wistful. She's 16! Stop!
Don't be so surprised that I was gonna—
Oh, stop! By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? I wasn't gonna propose that we come some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Well, I wish you were. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it, that's the truth. I even had something to give to her. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what was gonna give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question, what was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. An engagement ring. I like how even Francisca was like, holy crap. Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Panic was bad. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever Ow! I advise you to cut his argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts. Oh my god, what the fuck? You sure to enjoy sorting the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. An engagement ring. It's actually diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna... It's cheap. That's cheap. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. What pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. Think Ben could pull it off? I'm sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really? Are you sure about that? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I like watching Ben's lip wiggle when he's doing Trilo's voice. Just in case there was any doubt that this game was crazy enough to like... That could be like a live puppet. Nah. He's doing it. It's him. I'm gonna get a hold of him. I'm gonna put the wood blah 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 blah. Of course I am. I spent 3 months out. I'm not gonna give it that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing to the circus. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. I love how Maya said heck and not hell. Okay, so... I'm gonna guess this is the contradiction because I have the ring right here. Yeah, okay. Just double checking. I was like, I got a bonus statement, but I think it was the game trying to trick you out and be like, look, for once, the extra statement isn't the contradiction. Ooh. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah! That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? You had to change it to ring, because if you printed it beforehand, the game would have said no. That's stupid. Ah! Puppet blew up again. I love how he's got his hand up his butt. What's going on here?
That's Ben, say something!
Huh? Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money in, like a bank vault?
Ah, that filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details! I need more details! Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well,
I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Monkey. Yow! Oh!
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what that has to do with that. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Triloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching money monkey.
Monkey money, monkey money, money monkey. But you weren't able to catch up with him, right? Why was that question marks when we know his name? I don't know.
It's all this slow, lumpy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough. That's so mean. He's already up there talking about his flaws, and it's like, you need to exercise more, and he's just like, yeah. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the Monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Well, then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that this something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive at the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. The witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw that night.
I told you so many times. You'd think no, you...
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it'll change some more. Where is there one... Where... Tongue-tied. Where there is one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mika. You're welcome.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximum Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can make someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about
5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene at that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Gotta fucking... Oh, you can really see that lip wiggle. So you're only concerned about waiting for Regina I just heard a weird noise just now. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know? 4, counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something will slip by me? Maybe. 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo! But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that- No, shit, I meant to press that statement! Gotta press all the statements. Press all the statements, the game. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I saw him standing at the entrance of the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. Great. About what time would you say these events took place? Oh my gosh, you will have planned if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10:30. You already know I went to the lodging right after practice. You don't need a brain surgeon to know when I was... I have 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? God, me too. What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Ow! I'm no good at math. Me. It was 10:10 p.m. Oh yes, that sounds about right. Sounds about right because that's the last time I said good evening to him, but you didn't acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon in the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You said good evening at night. Oh, I'm sorry, Trilo. Wow, incredible dialogue. Impossible, a performer lives and breathes a performance, you should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with his bit of testimony. It is kind of weird that he greeted them because they, like, hate each other. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Yeah, exactly. It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max, but how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. 10:10 p.m. Look at the dead guy thing. Autopsy report. Really good, very concise, Lobglon. Dead guy thing. Says he died at 10:15, so it checks out. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximum Galactica at the scene. Something more than just their rivalry happened that day between them. Yeah, because of the bottle. Ow. Pain. Glass hurts. Painful glass. Are you 100% absolutely sure of what you just said? I told you already, geez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Cool, good talk. There's no way I could make someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Tell me what they are again! Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Yeah, you know, the 3 wacky digits on the back. Out of curiosity, how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses! Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree. But what do we have the... Sorry for my yawn. Doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Do I just present the bottle? I would assume so, yeah? Silk hat, cloak, white roses! That makes no sense. Yeah, but it's like, why were they friendly to each other? There's no way I can make someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. But, I mean, you could. I don't know what the contradiction is. I'm dumb. Let me read over this again. I'll give you that. I'm so tired. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. No, I mean what I said before. Why didn't Max hid Trilo after he was arrested? He said he hid the puppet before he was arrested. I'd try the bottle? Why have... Oh, shit. I thought you meant the bottle of pepper. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, now I understand. Okay, let's try the bottle. Cool. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Wow.
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What?
Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Ouch!
Yeah, we've never seen that in this courtroom, huh? Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. Would you ever play Second Opinion? Is that the, Trauma Center game? I mean, yeah, I guess. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. So Max hid Trilo the 5 minutes between seeing Max at the other crime scene and getting arrested? Max wasn't arrested until the next day. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Lewd.
Objection!
I think he hit him shortly after the thing in the cafeteria. He couldn't have done that because he still had Trilo that night. Are you saying the witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He saw a different person. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. Seesaws by the seashore. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Damn, got him. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. I'm sorry, what did he say? What? What in the world? You? Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening, then? It was Maya. Maya did it. Maybe it was the monkey. Who went to the plaza? He saw a badge! I guess it was Russell? Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. I'm gonna fucking... This case is the actual worst. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry! I can't believe they faked me out so hard with that life bar. Holy shit. I hate this. You saw a poster! It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. I'm sorry if you hear a squeaky noise. I got a smudge on my glasses just now. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. What? Order. How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look, it was obviously Maximum Galactica.
I'm not sure about that one. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols. Three symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we're finally won a point in this one.
That's very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenixerite.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
But?
Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During the time, the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. To be continued, bitch. Oh, jeez. Do you guys think I should keep going? Oh, man. I feel like I could keep going a bit, but maybe I should save more for tomorrow. YOLO. I feel that. Sure. Alright. I was like, are you guys feeling it? If you are, then alright. Then I'll keep going! Ow, shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ow, 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 ow. Was that God punishing me? Ow! Oh! Ow! Okay, let me just adjust myself here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I just broke every bone in my body. Just kidding. Sweetie, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility!
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Max has the fucking Edgeworth bangs. I usually call them the Sephiroth bangs myself. Everyone just looks like they got those Sephiroth bangs. Double,
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Sure is high noon. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did you just call him a pitiful clown? Do you like fish sticks, Mika? Yeah, they're okay.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. West Philadelphia, born and raised. Name and occupation? Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never even been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's very easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants?
The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Clowns.
Okay, how about this? Have you seen my proctologist, Mr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns, they were up to no good.
Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene. Oh my god, I'm really getting tongue-tied. Let me have a drink of water. It's like some nights I have no trouble reading at all, and some nights I'm just like, blah 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 blah. You ever just drink water? Feels so good. You witnessed the scene at about 10:15 the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a rastafarian walked in without the humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
Yeah, I know. What a shame. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. This is not a testimony. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless, but I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere, this is not a testimony. It's very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? I'm not fucking cross-examining that. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick with the facts of this case. Really? You'll hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once more with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped! I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and it was Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. I think Gumshoe would actually enjoy Mo's jokes. Yeah, Mo would be like, he'd be like, knock knock, and Gumshoe's like, who's there? And he's like, ketchup, and he's like, ketchup who? And he's like, ketchup with the person in front of you. And then Gumshoe's like, haha, that's funny. Tell him to tell another one. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. I keep thinking that the buttons on Francesca's shirt look like blue starburst, which I don't think exist. But I keep thinking they look like blue starburst candies. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would be a disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointless saboretry. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You'd say the practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Mo! Just fucking testify. Why is it bad to date a tennis player? Because they consider love to be nothing. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo?
What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clown around.
Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will I just proceed with his factual testimony? If Phoenix and Francisco were dating, would he be, like, whipped and also whipped? You know, because it's like, how people, like, whipped when, like, the GF is... Okay, cool, whatever. He would get whipped and also whipped and also whipped, if you know what I'm saying. There's art of that? Oh, I'm sure. Please DM me. I was pooped. Okay, I'm not gonna press that statement. I glanced out the window. That was almost as bad as one of Mo's jokes. Boy, we got jokes here. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say, I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls, shut the fuck up. I fucking hate this case. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue? Exactly why did you look out of your window? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out of their windows, do they? Yes, they do. That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I took myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. Is my microphone too loud, by the way? It looks like it's like jumping. It's like, whoo! Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Yow yow yow! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window. That's what made me take a look outside. Press the statement. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that the humor is unnecessary. Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... Am I supposed to... Is there a contradiction? He said that he saw what happened, but at the same time he heard a noise, then looked outside, and then saw the murder get committed. This is weird. Far away, you say. If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for... Pardon my yawn. If my room is here, and they're yay big, I'd say they're about 30 feet from my window. I'm gonna drink some more water. Why can't you tell if a psychiatrist is going to the bathroom? 'Cause the pee is silent. Thank you for that joke, Momuizui Nubashiri. I hated it. He was wearing his clothes. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away. That's right. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with prosecutor Miss Von Karma. Not this shit again. Not this shit again. Which is another thing where he's like, oh yeah, I got brainwashed by Von Karma and her whip, so you know. Thank you, Mika, very cool.
Thanks.
Just think about it, how could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. Crowd never wants to go along with me. Must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness, get back on track. Well, then this piece testifies to what he saw and only what he saw. Witness testimony is super inaccurate. Well, you know. It doesn't help when Francisca brainwashes them. Got conked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? Yeah, but like, what did you see? You did say you saw it, right? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Francisca, shut up! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this Francisca. He's a witness to a murder. And I just asked him, hey, did you witness a murder? That's not harassment! Francisca! Please! You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor, poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty! Aw, sick, dude. I was hoping you were gonna say a sweet whippin', but okay. Wasn't that a bit melodramatic? What happens when Francisca meets the first person who likes being whipped by her, and then she's like, shit, what do I do now? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Yes. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Cause it sucks. What's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump out of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated that the following... Oh my god, I'm adding extra words that I don't mean to. The following under oath. I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have been... that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. Have a slice of tea, a sip of cake. Thank you. That's a good quote from me, Ren. You're right. I was intentionally saying that jokingly. I hope you realize that I was mixing things. It's called irony. It's what's expected versus what occurs. Have a slice of tea, a sip of cake. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to an anger to this court? What? I don't... No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick! What the fuck is going on, Maya? You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. This is a great Ace Attorney out of context. Are you screen capping? This is a fucking perfect. This is how I feel when people like calling people clowns on the internet because e-drama and shit. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Why aren't people using this as a reaction image? Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of the statement. Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again! So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. He died. Mr. Curls! Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth, and even if I catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. He doesn't wear a black cloak. Bitch, are you shitting me? His cloak's not black, it's purple and red! Is that better not be a contradiction. I'm gonna shit my fuck. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defense... Well, yes, but also no. I hate that. I hate this. I hate this! The defendant was at the scene of the crime. You took your time realizing that, didn't you? Whatever. That should be enough, right? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Oh man, intense music. Yes, but actually no. Don't you think you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? Everyone hated Max, but he didn't murder the ringmaster. I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions at this time. Let's go over this again, then. What makes you so sure you saw Max that night? There's no doubt I saw his uppity symbols. Trullo said the same thing, but it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of his face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap.
The silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. He doesn't wear a black cloak. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got his eyes like a hawk. Also, didn't he leave his hat at the crime scene? Isn't that a contradiction also? Because he was like, the hat was there. Did he see him fly off? Well, that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. He said he saw the hat. Max was literally securing Coochie. Contra, I'm gonna ban you. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight would have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. Cool. I can see like a rat out of my right eye, and like a board out of my left eye. Whatever the fuck that means. His eyesight's perfect. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. When we look at a board? A board. Like a piece of wood. Piece of wood. Piece of wood. Hey, you asked what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. His cloak was floating in the wind, so I couldn't see what he's carrying. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I've been curious to know what it caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so on the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Moe's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Moe saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing I did back. So is the contradiction that his cloak isn't black? Is that literally what it is? Because, like, it's not. It's purple and red. Yes, but no. What the fuck? So do I present it or no? Found at the crime scene. They were all there. Not all the symbols are there. They were all there. Yeah, where's the flowers? The black hat and the cloak were there. What about the flowers? Right statement and evidence, but wrong reason? Well, fuck the police. Oh my god, you say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximum Galactic has 3 uppity symbols. We've talked about it about fucking 20 times in this courtroom. 3 symbols.
Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols, he just forgot to mention 1. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3 point... Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. That's funny. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. Francesca, you just contradicted yourself. But the witness said that he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face, not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that's the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material facts to the case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth, it always seems to peek out at me and run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now that one is supposed to disregard this pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should still be doubt lingering in your mind. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. Ow. I'm not mature. Yeah, that's why your wife left you, probably. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my retaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Yikes, that was mean, Mika. Don't bully Mo. Your wife left you. Now you're a clown with no money. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that, especially the silk hat. There's no way I could have seen the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? Better lose yourself in mom's spaghetti. Mom's spaghetti. I will not allow the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. Don't press or you're gonna get fucked. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what they were saying by don't badger the witness, since I'm good at badgering the witness. There were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. Yeah, sounds about right. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the... Then why was it found at the scene of the crime if he was wearing it the whole time? Is that what the contradiction is? Because I'm gonna piss myself. I'm going to piss myself to sleep tonight. I think. Oh my god. I think so. Oh, that's so fucking stupid. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Yeah, exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. As soon as Phoenix makes that face, it's like, oh shit. And then as the music starts playing. You know how people have been making a meme? I'm sorry to start JoJo talk, I'm gonna keep it quick. People have made a meme out of, like, you know, the villain when Giorno's theme starts playing. It's like, this is like the Witness when Phoenix is, when, what's the name of this song? When this song starts playing and Phoenix makes the face like, it's like, uh-oh. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Order, 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? All caps text. You are old enough to know better than to bathe like— How old is he? Oh, Christ. Well, that sure is something. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you— and no matter how old I'll be younger than you. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I love watching the clown argue with the judge. It's like watching two clowns get in a fist fight. Clown fights. Clown jobs. I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? Mika, no. Mika, why? Mika, why must you do this? You know. Clown jobs. Clown jobs. He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there! He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Objection! Dare I ask, what is a clown job? Have fun and be yourself. Look inside your heart, and you will know what a clown job is. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. The witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Ugh. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? The crime photo? Because there's no footprints? Yeah. Take that. Look at this picture. Look at this photo. He hasn't said look at this photograph in so long, and I'm so disappointed, honestly. Do you think when Von Karma gurs, she rolls her R's? The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, the witness has already proven that this testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of the witness's testimony from the court record. Holy shit, that's a ballsy move, Phoenix. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just, It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused about a bit of the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. I need to rub my temples for a second. I love Francesca so much, but she makes me so tired. Did the clown do it? I'm gonna spoil something for you in this case. The clown didn't do it. I know everyone right now wants very badly for the clown to be the murderer, but I'm gonna spoil you one thing. The clown is not the murderer. Alright. Anyway. Order, I will have order. Francesca Von Karma, how could you? She doesn't give a fuck. Your Honor. If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Wait, is everyone rioting because the clown is not the murderer? I'm sorry, everyone. I know it's disappointing, but the clown is not the murderer. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. This case is bullshit. I'm so tired of this crap. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's what I saw. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew off and disappeared right into the darkness. Oh, for spoiling the case? Well, it's not the first time that I've spoiled who isn't the murderer in a case, so... I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? This is all a dream, right? He's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth. That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic!
Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Well, I suppose I'll let you all into my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that would actually happen.
You imbecile!
If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is now in recess. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you had to break a magician's creed to keep the magic trick secret.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
To be continued. Part of me is like, I want to end the stream here. And part of me is like, I'm so close to finishing this. What if I just finished it before tomorrow? You know? Like, just what if? How are you guys feeling? No? Fuck it, we're doing it live. Anyways. I mean, I could. Mika. You still have investigation and trial. Yeah. But I could probably wrap all that up in, like, under 2 hours. Do it? Yeah. I'm gonna sleep. It's gonna be another 2 hours or so. Yeah, that's true. Do it because it's funny? It's not funny. It's not funny to torture myself. Yeah, actually, that's gonna be it. Because judging by the emotional state that I'm at right now with this case, I'm looking a lot like Maya on the screen right now. And by the time I finish the case like 2 hours from now, I'd be so miserable. Like, and right now I'm hungry, so I should probably just like go eat and just get over it. Because I'll stream it again tomorrow, and I bet tomorrow we can finish it, and I can finally just be done with Turnabout Big Top. So anyway, go consume and sleep, Mika. Yeah, that sounds about right.